Welcome to the My Brain, My Happiness podcast. My name is Joe, and on each episode, it is my goal to spread awareness on mental health. No, I'm not a therapist, a psychiatrist, or a medical doctor. I'm just a guy who has had a lifelong relationship with mental illness, specifically OCD. Together with you, I want to blow the roof off the stigma that comes with having a mental illness. You need to know you're not alone. I promise this podcast will be upbeat and positive. My goal with each episode is to make you understand that you don't have to take this on alone or in silence. Now let's change some lives. Hey everybody, welcome to episode 7 of My Brain, My Happiness. You know, this podcast so far is, it's been great. I love doing it. And, if you've stumbled upon it, welcome. Thank you very much for listening. We try to keep things real. We try to keep things light out here. And we just talk about life in general, man. And we talk about, stuff that I've learned with my struggle with mental illness. And, things I've learned along the way with coping skills with my life coaching certifications. Today, I want to talk a little bit about ways that you need to stop screwing yourself over when it comes to where you want to be in life. It's funny because it's not really funny. It's kind of sad. A third of Americans feel like they are dissatisfied with their lives right now. That's a lot of people. And what's a very hard question for people to seem to answer is, what do you want? And, to get what you want is very simple, but it's not easy. What do I mean by that? It's very simple because if you decide on something that you want to do, let's say you want to learn how to, be a podcaster. Do you know how many videos I have found? Did you know how many online classes that I have found? Which software to use. That was me taking action. That was me taking myself out of my comfort zone and deciding to do something about it. So that's the simple part. The hard part is actually doing it. The hard part was making myself do the research. The hard part was making myself buy a microphone. The hard part was me actually getting out here and doing my first podcast. If you have an impulse thought, if you don't react to that thought within 5 seconds, it's gone. Basically, you put it aside and you use that F word. That dreaded F word. That F word that people ask you about all the time when they say to you, how's it going? And you say, I'm fine. When you're not. Everybody uses that word, fine. And it's a flimsy and it's a weak word. The bigger issue is you say it to yourself too. You use it when you don't get what you want. You say to yourself, I'm fine. I'll be all right. You didn't work out today. I'm fine. It's okay. I'll work out tomorrow. And the more you keep saying, I'm fine. Lots of people are overweight. They live happy lives. I'm fine. It is a word that needs to stop being used when it comes to describing yourself. It really does. You know that you being born, there was a study done it. And you know what? A study done on this. And you know that scientists, they crunched the numbers and determined what it would be, what the chances are of you being born to your parents based on all your ancestors and you being the person that you are now and being able to live in this world is 1 in 400 trillion. that was your chances of being born. 1 in 400 children. Trillion, that's good, Joe. 1 in 400 trillion. And you get these life-changing ideas for a reason. And you don't get them to torture yourself. You get them because we all have amazing ideas that bubble up. And then we do nothing about it because we just feel comfortable in the life that we have. We're fine. And I got some kind of disappointing news for you. You're never going to feel like it, right? When it comes to these great ideas, you're never going to feel like doing it because it's hard, right? And you need to come off of that thinking. You need to do things like, it's easy for us to sleep in. We sleep to a certain time of the day, right? Whatever that happens to be. Now, let's say you decide, I want to get up early and I want to start working out. And then the next day comes, and guess what? You don't set your alarm, or the alarm rings, you don't get up, and you just say, I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm going to stay here in bed. But I challenge you to set that alarm, wake up early, get out of bed, and start that physical change. You know what that's called? That's all called activation energy. You have to make yourself do the crap you don't want to do to obtain the stuff you want to achieve. But you're never going to feel like doing it. You have to force yourself. You have to take your brain off of autopilot. You ever go on a ride, drive to work, and then actually don't remember the trip there? Like you've gone from your house to work or to your house to anywhere, and you don't remember seeing anything along the way. If someone said, did you notice that, scarecrow on Route 5 or something, and you're like, no, because you were just on autopilot, man. You just put the car in and you just went because you're just living your life the way you've always lived it because you're fine. You have to take your brain off autopilot. You have to do anything that's going to break that routine. It can be anything. It could be something as simple as, like I said, setting an alarm clock and getting up a half an hour earlier. And instead of hitting the snooze button, you take the covers off, you get out of bed, and you start your day. You've made a change. It's anything that breaks you from the routine. When we feel stuck, when we feel like we're going nowhere in life, that's a signal that there's something in your life that's not being met, a need that's not being met. You have to force yourself to feel uncomfortable. You have to get out of your own head, get past your own feelings, and get out of your comfort zone. Because once you get out of that comfort zone, you can start to build the life you want. Changes that you make can become long-term changes. You just need to be consistent, almost obsessed with them. You have to do things like change your internal attitudes, change your belief systems, change your patterns, your daily routines. Stop with the I'm fine. It's limiting you to this life that you feel so unsatisfied with. Let's talk about the people in your life. There's people in your life that will see you making these changes, and you can motivate them, right? You can motivate them to make the changes also. Whether it's you're getting yourself physically fit, chasing one of your dreams, I don't know, making a podcast called My Brain, My Happiness. I mean, that's the shit I'm talking about, right? Just get up and start doing it, right? And then implement it. Implement your plans. Just figure out what you're going to do. Research how you're going to do it. First thing you got to do is answer the question, what is it that I want to do? And once you figure that out, set it in motion. Stay on track. Set reminders. Right? Join a group. Join a gym. Support groups. Talk to people that have the same mindset as you. Watch videos. Read books. Have goals. Stop focusing on to-dos. Make outcomes that are obtainable. Get accountability partners. Understand the big question, why? Why do I want to do this? And once you figure out what it is that you want to do and why you want to do it, go for it. And don't look back. Don't look back. Because you are the ones who make the decisions for your happiness. You are the one that has to decide, I'm going to do this. To reach your goals and obtain your dreams is a simple solution, but it's hard work. But once you start doing these things and you start to enjoy it, it doesn't seem hard at all. So that's what I'm saying to you guys. The answer is simple. The process is not. But stop saying, I'm fine, when you're not fine. Stop using that generic fucking answer of I'm fine. Because you're not fine. And if you're not fine, you're lying to other people. But worst of all, you're lying to yourself. You are here on a 1 in 400 trillion chance. Don't waste it. Please don't waste it. I have found my purpose. I want to help people. I want to talk to you guys. I want to try to inspire people to chase their dreams and chase their goals. That's what I'm doing. That's why I'm making this podcast 7 episodes deep. That's why I make my TikTok videos. That's why I make a YouTube channel that's about golf. Because I love golf. But most of all, I just want to help people. Help people with the life experiences that I've been through and help you try to work towards your goal. Hey, I haven't reached my dreams yet. I haven't obtained my goal. I haven't reached everybody I want to reach. There's hardly anybody listening to this podcast, but I'm not going to quit. I'm never going to give up. And I'm just going to keep on going. And I will keep researching and looking and trying to find out how to promote a podcast, how to get better on YouTube, because I'm just determined to make it. I'm determined to be here and get the message out that I want to get. I want to be a voice for people who feel that they are all alone and fighting a battle all by themselves, and let them know that they're not. This is Joe. This has been My Brain, My Happiness. Stop saying you're fine and let's get going. Peace. Love you all.